Howdy. That was such a smooth intro, and you know it. This is a White Russian drink, by the way. I've kind of gotten fond of them now that I actually know how to mix them. So yeah, cheers to you. So, my name is Thomas. If you somehow got to this video, blog, whatever, by some weird coincidence. I'm a music composer or songwriter, however you want to, look at it. I decided to go and make this video because I haven't really gotten in front of the camera / phone and just talk to you. I think I just dropped a little spit. Whoops. It's been a while since I've done that, so I decided I'd go ahead and just talk to you, let you know what's going on. So 2014 was kind of a big year for me. I'm not going to really get into some of the more depressing type things because there have been some losses and some hurdles still working through, and hurdles definitely going into this next year that if you pay attention to my songwriting, it's probably going to bleed through. But I'm not really going to get into that. I will say that I'm overcoming them thanks to family and friends, and more importantly, trying to do it for myself. So, good stuff. I'm trying. Anyhow, so, the good stuff. So, 2014 was a pretty big year for me. It was the first year that I ever got a good extended window into how I helped people out with music and stuff. I almost said music. With music. I was a part of Misanthrope that came out December 10th, 2013. And while the immediate reaction was really good and very supportive of it, that usually kind of happens. I like to judge an album both how it makes me feel when I first hear it, and then how it sounds to me, a couple of months down the line. Like, does the production sound a little bit different, or do the songs kind of impact me more now that I've kind of let it sit? And so letting it sit for a bit, I was able to kind of gauge how people reacted, and people seemed to really like it. So that was really nice to see and hear. So there's a bit of carryover from that. Since I have this shirt, and I'm sure people are going to be wondering, and that poster back there, I got both of these when I went to PAX Prime. I got to meet close friend, and I guess we can say it because he's been saying it, bandmate Brian Altano, who I worked on Misanthrope with, and so he gave me this little care package that has this. That poster back there is actually signed by him and Panda Musk, but I need to figure out what I'm supposed to do with it because I think I'm supposed to send it back, but I don't know. So, Brian, if you end up watching this, fucking get back to me. But, jokes aside, I went to PAX Prime, and it was great meeting everyone. I did an earlier take of this video where I tried to go through everyone, but I ended up butchering, and I mean absolutely butchering last names. So, I'm not going to try it, but I want to say that if I met you at PAX Prime, and you know who you are, you hold a very special and dear place in my heart, and I can't wait to go back and hopefully do it again. But PAX was great. I got to go there courtesy of Donna Pryor, who, yeah, I guess I can go ahead and say it. She's actually my biological mother, so that's pretty cool. Usually there's kind of a strained relationship between parent. Bleh. I think I had a piece of popcorn. Parents that give up their kids for adoption, or do that, and then the kids that are actually in adoption, they find out kind of their history. It's kind of something I've known all my life. I've just never really made it public, and I figured for her, for birthday purposes and Mother's Day and stuff like that, I just made it known because it felt like the right thing to do. So big shout out to her and her husband, and for letting me go up there and also participate in PAX. It was very cool. So I got to meet some friends and people I look up to, like in the Comedy Button, Anthony Gallegos, Max Scoville, and Brian, who were all incredibly nice, and I hope each and every Comedy Button listener gets the chance to meet them. Bear in mind the ones that are cool, but gets a chance to meet them because they are absolutely adorable people, and they're just great in general. Max is stupidly tall. Brian is very much the laughing type, and Anthony will basically do whatever it takes to make you smile, and all those are very admirable. I'm not sure how being tall is admirable. We'll roll with it. But anyhow, so PAX was a great time. I got to talk with Brian a little bit more about what we're going to be doing this year in 2015, and I think you're going to be really stoked about it. And I'll go into that a little bit later. So PAX was a thing. If you watch some of my early videos, you'll notice that I'm kind of in a new place, sort of. I moved into an apartment with my friend Andre, and it's been going great. Finding full-time work has been... Excuse me. Decided to make that one audible so you knew what that was. Finding full-time work has been tough, but I've actually been doing sound work for a church, and that's been pretty interesting, to say the least. I won't really get into it, any of the specifics, because I don't need anybody tracking that down. But I'm sure you could probably end up finding it. But anyhow, it's been really cool to kind of learn how to do music live, because that's not what I learned. That's not what I went to school to learn how to do, and yet I'm learning that I can adapt to that. So that's been really cool. So that's been at least two things. One has been that I created a total of 83 songs this year, which I'm pretty stoked about. And the song count refers to improvisation, songs, full songs actually made. Let's see, I'm talking improvisations as in both the kind of hard rock metal ones and then the kind of more ambient ones. Some ambient tunes I'm working on, which I'll describe later. Let's see, songs from my EP, theme songs that I've done, just a myriad of different outlets that I've done for music. And I'm very proud of myself for hitting 83. And if you really want to kind of break it down, I mean, you could probably, if you want to chip away at it, you could probably get down to at least about 70. Not minus 70, but just 70. So I'm proud that I hit over 50, because my goal has always been at least one a week. So to hit over 52 has been great. That's just, yeah, like I said, it's been great. I hope in 2015 I'm going to hit 100, and I'm on track to do that, I think, with all my projects. So, the last big thing that I guess I can talk about as well as expound on was that I released my own EP, and I'll put a link down below. It's a $2 EP. This is a collection of songs that I felt might fit on my album, The Musings of Balance, but I wanted to give everyone just a sampling of something that I'm working on, and I wanted them to also... I want the album to feel like a cohesive package after working on this album. That's really taught me the importance of that. And these songs kind of didn't really fit that, sort of. As a complete bunch, they make sense because it sounds like... Well, there's 6 tracks on there, including a bonus one, but it sounds like 5 different aspects of how I write. So, I think it lends itself well to that quality, but as a part of a bigger album, I felt that they weren't too... they didn't really gel well with it. So, release that. It's $2. It's at rockywits.bandcamp.com. For the moment, until, I make some other sort of band, my artist name sort of, it's just going to be my actual name, Thomas Rakowitz. But as far as for URLs and stuff, I may do Rakowitz, Rockywitz. I'm going to try to drop the doctor deal. It's been fun, but it's been confusing people. Also, if you really want to know, my last name does not have a C in it. So we can go ahead and stop that. Thank you. Jokes aside, though, it's just been, it's been great. It's been a big year in terms of releases, and 2015 is going to be an even bigger year, I think. 2015 is going to receive the release of 2 CDs by me, guaranteed. One of them is going to be The Musings of Balance. I'm going to kick my ass into gear, actually get lyrics going, and put that out. Mastering and stuff may be done by a third party, but I don't know. The second album is going to be tentatively called Into the Atmosphere, or In the Atmosphere. And it's basically a bunch of sort of atmospheric and some ambient tunes, kind of like the track you've been hearing I'm pointing at my monitors, that you might have been hearing throughout this whole video. Actually, this song is called Sustain. It's my newest release. So those are two projects. I'm working on a video game cover album, and I'm not doing the big hits because they're the big hits. I'm doing songs that have either musically impacted me, or whenever I first heard them, they made a huge impact on me. One of those kind of songs being Proof of Courage from the Mega Man Battle Network soundtrack. And I could totally do a whole Mega Man cover album. So that's another project maybe for another time, but I might try and, do some stuff with that. But the video game cover album is expected to be free, I think, unless I can talk to the people that do that kind of legal workaround stuff, or to actually pay the actual composers. I'm going to make it free. Donate if you want. But mostly just doing it so other people can enjoy these tunes the way that I want to rehear them, as well as just kind of, learn more about me through video games. There is a sequel / follow-up to Misanthrope. We've been calling it Misanthrope 2. I don't even know if it's a joke, but we just have been calling it that. An actual name will come in the future. We're still working on that, though we have a good idea. There's a lot of new stuff that we're doing, and it's going to sound great. I'm going to be more involved with the writing process, so I'm hoping that I can complement rather than overtake the style Ryan has already done, but we'll see. There's also some remixes coming out that will sound really good, and some other stuff I'm sure that I can talk about in the future later. But this has been, I'm kind of wrapping it up, I'm running out of time, but I just wanted to let you know that I am very thankful of your time and your ears, and just thank you in general for all that you've done and all the support. Cheers to 2015, and I hope it's a great one, and definitely stay safe, don't be stupid. Bye!